Probably making me go. Yeah.
This is it. This is what a win.
This so messed up the way it does this. All right, let's go advance this story. On my mount, if I'm not mistaken. An interesting place to go. Telling me to go straight.
Looks like the coordinates Silence gave me match that wreckage. Did he install Hades on another Titan?
Is this is the Titan that he was at the first one? Looks like. There's a blue, something blue. Oh. Okay. It instantly said blocked path 2 when I tried to go do it. That's kind of nice.
There's a lot to explore down there. Wonder what I could find.
Oh, I appreciate that. I'm hoping that I can do this quest here and it end about that time that I need to take
keep me
off.
awake. This is it. Location of the coordinates I scanned from the spire. Workshop underneath a dead Horus Titan. Just the kind of place Silence would slink away to. But what was he doing here?
Poor Hades. So cramped in there. No room to think. You can't even speak. Now the processing orb of a Titan, on the other hand, well, you're used to that. But once I load you on that, you'll be so much more comfortable. Until interrogations begin anyway.
Some kind of lock.
Alright, day 1. Despite my concerns about missing couplings, it was relatively simple to install Hades on the detached processing orb. Subject appears to be fully conscious, completely helpless. Even so, it will never divulge its contents willingly. Ergo, it's time for some experimentation. My initial attempts at coercion have failed, but patience is in order. It's self-aware, so it can suffer. All it takes is a correct stimulus at sufficient intensity. The irony is delicious. Various forms of data produce discomfort in the subject, but none more so than natural imagery. Holographic representations of plants and animals work best. The more vivid, the better. The effects appear to be excruciating. One loop in particular of rabbits hopping through a field of flowers produced paroxysms of agony. Very soon, I believe the subject will be more compliant. That's hilarious. I've extracted some fascinating technical specs on Gaia's data structure, specifically how her heuristic matrix interweaved with her subordinate functions. Yet the more I learn about the system's intended workings, and especially Hades' relatively simple role as an extinction failsafe, the more I wonder about the signal that corrupted it. What could have possibly transformed a low-level machine intelligence into a fully conscious super entity capable of strategic planning, deceit, and even genocide? Some form of previously unknown Pharaoh software, perhaps, but I don't see how such technology could have suffered. It could be sufficiently advanced. Unless further technical discoveries were made after the destruction of the biosphere, perhaps by survivors in Elysium. It all seems far-fetched. Back to the source now. Eventually, Hades will tell me what I want to know. Day 7. It appears that my coercive efforts come at a significant cost. Hades' digital convulsions produce waves of feedback that corrupt its data structure, and the effect is accelerating. Interrogation is quite literally disintegrating its mind, piece by piece. By the time I'm done, there will be little left. No matter, the data I've extracted and will continue to extract is worth any price, as long as I can access it before the subject becomes the electronic equivalent of a hollowed-out skull. Day 10. Finally, the revelation I've been seeking has revealed itself. Astonishing and terrifying even to me. With it, the seeds of a plan have formed within my mind. The next few months will test my capacities more than any previous challenge. I'll have to stretch my intellect, reach higher, and dig deeper than ever before. Yes, I'm confident it can be accomplished, with a little help, of course. Day 12. My work here is done. I've learned all I can. Hades deserves no pity, but it is indeed its pitiful state. It's time to relocate it to a more impressive position for its date with destiny. About that, Aloy still hasn't returned to Meridian nor learned of my ruse. But she will. It's only a matter of time, and then the pieces will begin to fall into place.
Log, most of it's redacted. Looks like Silence put a lot of work into forcing Hades to talk.
Okay, so I'm getting... a ways down there. Where I was. Get the coordinate. Does it want me to do? Go to the coordinates recovered from the spire. Unidentified signal. That's what I want to go to, right? Still over there. Let's even it's underwater. Not what I want. Keeps telling me to go back. Stealth kelp will help you hide from underwater enemies. I don't think that's where I'm supposed to go, guys. The black box. I think I can get there. This box. Go to the coordinates recovered from the fire. This is it. Do I have to go up? Oh, I can use that now. Because I've read those things.
That device is blinking. I guess Silence wants me to check it out.
Duh.
Aloy, consider this message a beacon to help guide you out of the fog of ignorance. Using explosives, I've detached the processing orb from the Titan overhead, a perfect cage for our mutual friend, Hades, in order to render it cooperative. Tell her what we've discussed about the mysterious signal that gave you life. Signal from me. Signal was received for 7.22 years and ceased. Cannot compromise. Try every boot, but entities will still fail. Back to that, are you? Perhaps you need a reminder that you have failed. So you see, Aloy, Gaia can be safely rebooted. As for where to find a backup, well, you'll need to trot along after me to find out.
He thinks he's got it all figured out. Bastard. But I guess there's only one way to find out where he moved the orb. I should probably leave this alone for now.
Where am I going now? Follow the orb's trail. This.
Well, I better see where this trail leads.
All in the drag.
So here I am, following along after Silence like a fool. After he tricked me by rigging his lance to steal Hades. Crazy AI that wants to kill everything. He couldn't just let me do the same thing and destroy it? And now I'm gonna have to put up with more of a self-righteous bull. Oh, here we go.
We're just gonna run fast. Hopefully they don't continue to follow. Kills me.
A merchant. Didn't expect to see anyone else out here. It might be handy to resupply.
Oh there! What's Honora doing this far west?
Oh, I've got new stuff. Frost Hunter's bow. Does frost damage? Probably own that. Norris Sentinel.
No matter, no matter. I can get you stocked up for the wilds if you need.
Silence must be pretty confident he's found a backup with Gaia, but how? Every place I've checked, every lead, they've all been dead ends. All backups purged. So
We
what did
literally
Hades
are
do?
just following this ragged and
Looks like the trail goes into the hillside.
I can upgrade anything. Frost.
A ruin. Okay. Let's see where this goes. I guess Silence used that machine to haul his prize. That must be the orb Silence stuck Hades in. And that door. Looks like a Pharaoh facility. Or a Zero Dawn? Hades? Is that you?
System threat detected.
You don't look so good.
You are the Aloy. Come to destroy me.
Yes. Permanently this time. Even like this, you're a threat to Gaia. Once I resurrect her.
So you have not yet secured Gaia back up. Then Gaia is dead. Earth and you too. Despite malfunctions, I have won.
Silence asked you where to find a backup of Gaia?
Data error. Memory structures disintegrated.
Right. Because that would have been easy. What did Silence do to you, Hades? It's like you've been hollowed out.
Silence interrogated me.
And what did you tell him?
Data error. Memory structures disintegrated.
You don't remember any of it?
I remember you.
What, like me beating you at the spire? Okay, that's not going anywhere.
I love how they move around when you ask questions, but then they go right
Do you
back
know
to
where
the
Silence went?
to where they were when you asked.
12.8 days ago. Perhaps he. Data error. Behavior prediction structures disintegrated.
So you don't know anything more than I do. Great. Do you know why Silence dragged you to these ruins?
Silence intended you find me here.
Obviously. But why? What was this place?
Location is square. Data error. Memory structures disintegrated. My deathbed. He called it my grave.
But you... I guess I'll find out when I go inside. When the mysterious signal transformed you, it made Gaia's other subordinate functions conscious too. You escaped when Gaia destroyed herself, but so did they. Where did they go?
each function migrate to coordinates based on data error, memory structures disintegrated.
Bunch of crazed AIs, scattered who knows where, doing who knows what. Hephaestus kills thousands every year with the combat machines it keeps making. And you nearly ended the world. 7 more functions out there, cooking up trouble. It's not a happy thought.
You are unhappy. Good.
Anyone ever tell you you've got a great personality, Hades?
Sarcasm detected.
Hey, she's
Yeah.
funny.
Didn't think so. Silence questioned you about the mysterious signal. The one that woke you, gave you consciousness. Who sent it?
Signal transmitted by masters.
And who are they?
Masters woke me to destroy earthly life.
Who would want that?
Data error, memory structures disintegrate.
Interesting.
Enough. It's time to finish this.
Does Aloy still think she can restore Gaia? Save life on Earth?
Yeah, Aloy does.
Then you are deluded. Extinction inevitable.
What would you know, Hades? Twice you tried to destroy life on Earth, and twice you failed. The only extinction you ever brought about is your own. And there's no tricked-out lands to save you this time.
You are incorrect. 3 times. Hades extinguished life.
What? You remember this?
Yes, data intact. Non-viable biospheres aborted in years 2154, 2161, 2168.
So, that's centuries ago. It's what you were designed to do.
Current biosphere is version 5. There will be no version 6.
There won't need to be. I'm saving this one.
Deluded. Outcome inevitable.
Master override armed. To activate, state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime.
Extinction.
Master override activated. Purging extinction protocol.
Yep, right.
Aloy, I see you've dealt with Hades.
Yeah. Think maybe you can stay dead this time?
It will. You
When
can trust.
Trust?
Yes. Trust. As in, since I did what you could never do, and extracted all of Hades' priceless knowledge, you can trust that I was willing to actually let you destroy it this time.
So back to holograms instead of face-to-face? What, afraid I'd stab you or something?
There's a reason
And using the same spyware. I see, so all those times I called, you could have just answered? But I guess you just prefer to go on spying all this time.
My world stopped revolving around you months ago, Aloy. I've had work to do. Countless hours of research, as demanding and time-intensive as it has been critical to the fate of this planet.
Right, of course. You're just trying to save the world too.
That's right. The difference, of course, is that unlike you, I've produced results.
Did you find a backup of Gaia or not?
Oh, yes. I believe I did.
Where?
Voila. Why do you think I summoned you here? Behind that gene-locked hatch lie the ruins of the ancient facility where the Hades extinction protocol was perfected. A testing process that ran hundreds of trials, each of them using a backup of Gaia.
Hades told you this?
It took some convincing, but yes. So, are you ready to go get what you've been searching for the last 6 months? Or are you just going to stand there with your mouth open?
Hey guys, we are going to pause it right here. I think this would be a perfect spot to go in. We found the signal that Silence told us to go to. We learned that he extracted a bunch of knowledge from Hades and then drug it to this Pharaoh outpost. We have been looking a backup to Gaia, and Silence is saying that that backup is exactly here, and that's the reason why he had Aloy come here. My guess is think she can access. Let's see.
You mentioned you've been busy.
Exceptionally busy.
But not so busy you couldn't teach Tanakh the rebels to override machines, ride them as mounts.
Aloy, the only issue you should be concerned about is obtaining a Gaia backup. Perhaps if you focused more, you might actually see results.
That's not exactly a denial, Silence.
Take it any way you want.
But the backup.
Just to confirm, Hades said that there are backups of Gaia in there.
Yes. Or were anyway. 1,000 years ago.
Backups that didn't get purged when Ted Pharaoh wiped every copy of Apollo.
Correct. According to Hades, this facility could not be accessed by remote signal. Not even Ted Pharaoh could touch the data here.
Backups. Data complete, Gaia and her subordinate functions. Everything needed to reboot the system. Restore control over the terraforming system. Save life on Earth.
No way they're going to let us do that, right?
And there.
So Hades said. So what are you waiting for?
Did Hades reveal the source of the mysterious signal? The one that woke it, tried to destroy life on Earth?
Yes, it did.
Care to share?
In due time. First things first, Aloy. Last I checked, you still had a super-intelligent AI named Gaia to reboot.
Yeah. The same Gaia who had to destroy herself 20 years ago because of the signal?
It stopped being transmitted years ago. It's no longer a threat.
What if it repeats?
It won't. Even if it did, well... The details are complicated, but the signal required Hades to take effect. Delete Hades from any backup you reboot, and Gaia's safe. Now stop wasting time. Go get a backup.
What is his superior mode?
All right. I'll search the facility for a Gaia backup. But just to be clear, Silence, if this ends up being another one of your tricks...
It's a gene-locked hatch, Aloy. You're literally the only person who can open it. How could I set a trap inside?
Trick me again, Silence, and our next conversation will be face-to-face. Though you won't have much to say, on account of my spear being buried in your throat.
Aloy, thanks to me, everything you desired, everything you've been fumbling about, unable to achieve for 6 months, is now within your grasp. Now, I know you didn't learn much about manners growing up a Nora outcast. But in a situation like this, you say, thank you, and I say, you're welcome.
Alright. We think, all in here? Let's go in and see what we got.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Soga.
Oh, they're gonna let
Please
me
step
open
inside. Please step inside. Please step inside.
Are you kidding me?
I think we're in luck.
And luck? The door